They have bombed a hospital. They're saying nearly 1,000 people at least have been killed. How is this happening? Over 1,000 children are dead, and we are sitting back and letting it happen.
I'm never going to forget the footage of the doctor who was helping in the middle of treating this infant who is connected to all kinds of machinery, who was the victim of a bombing. I will never forget him getting word that his own baby boy was killed, and he walked over in the same hospital to the morgue to identify his baby boy's body.
I don't understand how anyone can be silent right now. I can't wrap my mind around it. I can't wrap my mind around how you're still posting pictures of your lunch to social media and you've said nothing about the genocide in Gaza. Israel just bombed a hospital that was full of kids. They want to kill as many people as possible. They want to kill all of them. It's pretty clear. And our government supports them wholeheartedly. Our tax dollars funded this. Our tax dollars paid for the bombs. What are you gonna do about it today? What are you gonna do about it tomorrow? What are you gonna do about the day after that and the day after that? Meet this moment with the greatest moral urgency of your life. Listen, believe me, I know that speaking out can have consequences, but how can you live with yourself if you stay silent?
Why is it a problem? It's only a problem when Israelis die. Why is it not a problem when Palestinians die? Tell me why. The media only mentions the deaths of the Israelis. They don't want to mention the deaths of the Palestinians. Why? Why? I'm so disgusted. It's only a problem what Hamas is doing, but it's not a problem what the IDF is doing and the Israeli settlers. They're colonizing. They're colonizing land. They're taking over land. They're killing kids. And then it's so funny when the media is like, oh, here they're killing women and children, etc., etc. Israel's been doing that for decades, bro. Why is it only a problem when Hamas tries to come back? Bruh, make that make sense, because it sure in the fuck doesn't. Our media fucking sucks.
I made a video explaining how the attack on Israel was not unprovoked. And I've been bombarded with comments and messages that I'm justifying the violence. What I was doing was explaining how what happened wasn't about anti-Semitism or random terrorism, but a response of resistance after decades of violent Palestinian dehumanization. When Palestinian children are murdered by Israeli forces, they say, well, Hamas was using them as human shields. That's justifying murder. When journalist Shirin Abu Akleh was killed by Israeli forces and people said, well, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, that was justifying murder. When Israeli settlers violently destroyed the town of Huara and said, well, it happened because brothers were killed, that was justifying violence. Israel has been justifying its violence against Palestinians for 75 years. For me, there is no justification for violence. That's why I speak out as a Jew against the occupation. And if you're against violence, then please join me in standing up against the occupation, the source of all this violence. Because if you don't, then guess what? You're not against violence. You're just against Arabs.